Hey everybody,
Hello, everyone.
and welcome to YouTube's Best Kept Secret. This is Two OGs Play, Chilla Jack and Jill. This time, once again, back with Painkiller, whatever it was called, Part 2. Hopefully we'll beat it by now, or by then, And the top 10 list this time around is going to be top 10 worst movie remakes.
Worst movie remakes, with the caveat that we had to have seen the original and the remake.
Right, we had to have actually seen it to form our own opinions on this. Right, these are always personal takes. That said, do not do tips, tricks, guides, walkthroughs, speedruns, 100% trophies, or achievements. Just play games for fun. With the idea behind it is to give you guys videos that you can pop on in the background, regardless of where you're at, what you're doing, or where you're going. In case you got people who can't make it over for some couch co-op, not a problem. The way I see it, when you turn on one of these videos, you're like family. You're like a family. You're like friends. Not that terrible
Mi
show.
Familia.
That terrible show. I hated that show. I still hate that show. But as long as you're watching, hey, glad we could have you. And what can you get from this? Well, we do a review at the end of every playthrough of a video we do. We ramble about absolutely nothing. I do count these as podcasts. And I will suffer no disagreement with that from anyone until someone can tell me what the difference would be. In fact, I think podcasts would be more interesting if they play games while they're talking.
Oh, yes.
Adds an extra level of skill, all right? Because
Yes.
it ain't easy. It ain't easy.
Yes.
Or, maybe we're playing games you've never heard of, seen, and you just want to check them out without any of the bells or whistles or any editing, because there's no editing. It's completely unscripted, unedited, completely unprofessional, and that is by design. So you can see these games without any makeup on, so you know exactly what you're getting. And you could be like, okay, that's fine enough. I could deal with that. Or, oh, that looks pretty neat. Or, I ain't touching that. Regardless of why you're here, remember, this is YouTube, not MeTube. So hopefully you find some type of value with it, and it brightens your day. My subscribers, I want to say thank you to each and every one of y'all, because if it wasn't for you, these videos wouldn't be happening. I can promise you all this: as long as one of you stay subscribed, the videos will keep coming. Drive-by Rumdang viewers, howdy, and I'm going to recommend Tau Fire Warrior, because I think it's underappreciated.
Tau Fire Warrior.
Yeah, Warhammer game.
Kind of sounds fun. Oh, okay.
Yeah, simple shooter. Kind of like this one.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah.
I wish listed that Warhammer game today, The Survivor.
Okay. Yeah.
So I do hope they eventually they add the co-op to it. I don't know if that was I don't think that was announced initially, but I mean I can't see why they wouldn't if they added it to the original game. So
Speaking of, let's get it out of the way. The Gabe box, right? Or the Gabe cube. Is that the name people call it?
oh, that's kind of clever actually.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is pretty clever. Yeah, I mean it looks neat.
All right.
I don't know, like they tried one before, right? Am I misremembering? They tried some type of console thing before, not the deck, but
You could be correct on that. I do vaguely remember him trying to do like maybe some type of Steam PC before.
yeah.
Let me try and
I guess a lot of it's going to depend on the price point, right? Of which I've seen all numbers all over from people that probably are just pulling it out of their butts. But I tell you what'll sell the thing. What might sell the thing is I read this somewhere. Someone suggested it would be a good place to announce they were releasing Half-Life 3.
Ain't happening. It's never happening, people. I hate to say it, but they're allergic to the number 3. Invite sent.
They should just, yeah, I accept it. Got it. They should release all their number 3s on it. Half-Life, Left 4 Dead, something else. Something's shooting me. Oh, we're right into the action. Okay.
Yeah, it's Painkiller. All right, we
Yep.
learned that it's very.
Oh yeah.
I mean that.
Very go.
For that to come off this like is.
No. I
Just
mean that's the best way of putting it. It's Painkiller. This is what it is. Oh, what do you?
to kind of reiterate, neither one of us played these games before.
No.
I mean, I remember hearing about. Oh, that's right. There's a momentum-based jumping thing you can do. You gain speed. But no, it's I mean, it's interesting. The Gabe Cube. They're doing their thing with the system. It's basically just. It's still just a computer. But
Yeah, right.
honestly,
In fact, I read that it can.
Just computer.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that you could do computer stuff on it. So, I mean,
Oh.
computer stuff. Listen to being all technical here, but that it can act like a computer. So I don't know.
Huh. I can outrun my harpoon now.
Who is it really for? Did you slow down time?
I did.
I don't know how you did that.
I
Or
don't
you know,
either.
I don't
just
remember.
pressed buttons trying to figure out what does what again.
Yeah, what swaps weapons?
I think right bumper.
It does. Thank you.
But let's be honest here. When it comes, and it's something I've complained about. Like, I think the Wii was honestly like the last video game console where it felt like they were doing something video game-wise, right? After that, they more or less started to become more home entertainment, like center system.
Yeah, multimedia type
Multimedia,
stuff.
thank you. Yeah. Granted, the Wii did have a lot of stuff that other stuff it could do, and it had the most charm of any video game console ever made. Things like the Wii channels.
The Mii's.
Yeah, the Mii's. But like, I mean, I would just literally put it on the weather channel and listen to the music and watch the weather update for our area.
Why not? Hold on. I want that, but I don't. Wait, wasn't the momentum thing? That wasn't. You couldn't jump higher. It just speed.
Yeah, it just made you move quicker.
Alright.
There's gotta be a way to get it though. Not that way.
We jump on each other? I don't remember
that's
being able to do that.
Good idea.
I don't remember being able to do it. I'm just gonna stand here.
Oh, okay. No. I can jump on top of you, but then it like knocks me off. Like I start bouncing a bit. I mean, it's just armor. Who needs armor?
I was about to say it's not like you really would need it. So.
But I do wish it well. Steam, as much as a lot of people are like, they got a monopoly. You got to remember where Steam used to be and where it came from and how long it's been around. And the fact that none of the other competition just does anything different.
No.
That's kind of the thing. You got to do something. Good Old Games is probably, that's the next closest, and they
serve a very unique kind of service, though. Like as far as like the restoration of stuff and.
Good Old Games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They've been doing that more recently.
Yeah.
Also, they have a great refund policy. 30 days, no questions asked. And I think they released that only like 1.2% of people return games. And when you consider that you have up to a month to return a game, I think more people would abuse it.
And if you think about Steam, I mean, think about what they do. I mean, they do it well. I mean, it's well made, right? Think of all the other launchers that are out there, right? That there have been, you know, that some have even no longer around anymore. But yet Steam's still around because, I mean, it does what it does, and it's pretty good. You can have nitpicks about it. It's not perfect, but
yeah, it's as long as it keeps doing a good job, that's good.
yeah.
If anything, that just says the sad state of affairs that console gaming has really gotten into, where they've kind of gotten lazy, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. It's like I haven't owned a PlayStation console since 3. I mean, I couldn't tell you what number. What are they on now? 5? They're on 5, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And I couldn't tell you the difference between 5 and 4, and I don't know. But I mean, I switched over to Steam in a good bit.
Also, you want to know what's great? I can't think of a time I've ever had to pay Steam money to play multiplayer online.
That is very true and very valuable.
PS3, I think, was the last Sony one. And the Wii, I think the Wii may have been the last Nintendo console that I think about. No, Wii U, I think, had... No, I honestly can't remember. I only ever played online with Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U, so...
Alright, this guy is shooting me up top. He's annoying.
But that brings us to the point you wanted to bring up about how the GameCube is designed after the second worst video game console, I believe it was. And T-Dog brought that up too. And I was like, except the GameCube is superior to the GameCube because it had a little lunchbox carrying handle thing.
It did.
And it also had those mini discs, which I will always be a big supporter of physical formats.
Alright, this guy's pissing me off. Can you help me with this guy? Thank you. Never mind.
Oh, where is he?
I got him.
Oh.
He was sitting up top, sniping.
Up top, or? Because I'm like
top.
the floor above you, I think, yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe there's a way up there. No, I got him. Yeah, I don't... Oh, wait, there's more up there. Alright. Looks like there's a way up there. I'm getting up there. I only say that's my favorite console because... Well, I mean... How many games did I own for that? Like...
Eternal Darkness, Resident Evil 4, right?
4, Remake, 0.
0.
Eternal Darkness. Okay, I'm up top now.
I'm noticing a trend.
Beyond Good and Evil, Killer 7. So I didn't own many games. Oh, Twin Snakes. But they were all among my
that's
top...
how we get it.
What?
The armor.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Anyway, my long point is they're all among my favorite. So,
you know, that's kind of interesting though. That would you say that's the console that you own the least amount of games for?
Yes. But we'll call it my favoritism rate is the highest for it.
Well,
I just made that term up.
The Wii U was probably the one I own the least amount of.
Yeah, it's not even a question. That is absolutely true.
And it had one of my favorite games of all time, with Xenoblade Chronicles X. It's just kind of interesting. Both Nintendo.
Yeah, I also had a PS2 at the time, so usually a lot of the stuff I would just get. In fact, every single one of those games is a GameCube exclusive, except Beyond Good and Evil and Killer 7.
Right. Yep, that's right.
But
I tried playing that on Steam. I couldn't. I'm so used to this.
Or at least timed exclusive, of course, because Resident Evil.
Did Twin Snakes ever get released on something else?
I don't think so.
I wonder why. That was also done by the people who did
It was, Silicon Knights. Yeah.
Any idea where to go?
Oh, I don't know. Where are you?
Hopping around.
Oh, did you go past the red circle? I didn't.
There's a red circle?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know where that is.
Oh, it's over. I'm down at the floor again.
Oh, you're down at the bottom. Okay, let me drop it.
Yeah.
Missed it. No fall damage. Oh,
yeah,
I see it.
I missed the armor, too.
Okay. Oh, God, that's so satisfying. The shotgun. And they just go flying. Oh,
I'm still
is
trying
that the
weapons
guys,
again.
right?
Yeah, they were.
No.
Trying to hit those guys. Jeez.
But yeah, I especially with how Microsoft has gone. I think Nintendo's mostly safe.
Yeah,
I don't think their Switch 2 so far offers much of anything I'm into, but
no, but they have a great library of just Nintendo IP stuff, right?
yeah. Usually, if even like, look, the Wii U even had some bangers. I'm not saying Switch 2 won't, but usually, even if one generation of games is kind of bumming the rest out, they usually get it right the next time, So usually they have one good generation, then they kind of bungle it for one, and then.
Yeah, Microsoft's kind of just been weird lately with whatever the heck they're doing. I don't know.
What's gonna hurt the GameCube is it's neat, but people are gonna start expecting you to actually provide games, Valve.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna say, well, why don't I just get a computer?
Exactly.
Because you're basically just selling a portable computer. A smaller computer. But, oh, we're doing this again.
Well, right, hence, a perfect opportunity to release something. Why am I can't... Oh, because we were stuck, I was dead and we did that thing, did that special mode. I actually couldn't do anything, but... Okay. What is going on? Is this how it was before?
Yep.
Okay.
And you just mash right trigger and point a direction, and they just explode, more or less.
I thought something weirder was going on, but never mind.
Alright, that's the way they want us to go. I don't want to go that way, though. Never go that way.
Nope. Does this hurt? Is this lava? Yep. That is instant death.
Famous last words. Is this lava?
I know, right? I made it. I didn't even try to be funny, and I made it funny.
I wonder if, you know what? I wonder if anyone is outside of our little group would even get that reference. Of you made it funny. Oh, I see lava now.
Yeah.
I know it looks like lava. My number one, by the way, let's get to it. Now, just because of their ranking, it does not mean that's like my most hated, right? And I will use the word hated for this list. These are the ones I consider the top 10 worst remakes that I have seen. They are an affront to humanity. The Geneva Convention should have gotten involved, but for whatever reason, they didn't. Number one is Child's Play. Mark Hamill. I can appreciate him trying with the voice, but and we've touched on it before when we did our Child's Play ranking list of the franchise. But to hit it up a bit here, you didn't need to change the story because it kind of turned it into not Child's Play at that point. It isn't Chucky. Yeah. It's just killer robot doll.
Yep.
And because of that constraint, I feel Mark Hamill couldn't develop a personality. Whereas Brad Dourif, the story is, and apologies if I'm butchering your name, it's a criminal that uses voodoo to take possession of a doll, so it's still his crazy personality. But I feel by making it just evil robot doll, everyone has to do that voice. But they can't sound like Gladys. There are always exceptions. Maybe if Mark Hamill had played some Portal for inspiration.
I had not considered that movie. It could have made my list, but you're spot on with everything you said.
And outside of that one kill that they did, which I won't spoil in case people want to check it out, but that one was a pretty good kill. I didn't even dislike all the actors that were in it. Like, what was her name? The one lady.
Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah. Whenever I see her and stuff, she's funny. She was in that Scott Pilgrim movie, right?
Yep. And Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec.
Which I've only seen part of, but it's a pretty okay show, I guess.
The guy with the mustache.
Nick Offerman.
If you use the claw gun with the pulling thing, you basically just spam that. And I'll let you know how it works on the guys up top if you can actually reach them. I don't think it can. But if they're on the ground, spear guns seem to work. Spear guns are always good games, whether it's Alien vs. Predator or Bioshock.
Oh, yeah. My number one, and before I go off on any of these, I joke around a lot about like the Lilo and Stitch remake, which is not on my list because I've not seen that one. But
I thought it didn't exist.
If it were to exist, thank you for correcting me. But in all honesty, if you get enjoyment out of this stuff, then that's fine. I mean, I'm not happy for you because I don't know you personally, but I mean, if you get enjoyment, then that's cool. I mean, it's just ones that I don't particularly care for. Also,
sorry, real quick. That said, let us know in the comments if you agree or disagree or why you like them. You're not. Look, it's not about changing minds. Let's be fair. Too many things I think online or in the world today is always about changing minds. It's just about talking, being able to agree and disagree about things, to joke around, have a good time. That's all they are, right? But I do truly hate these movies. But
especially with
you can't enjoy them.
Because my tastes are all over the place and often contradictory. So, um, but also I have to be completely honest. I know for a fact I've seen the originals and all of these remakes. Some of them we've seen in theaters, actually, you and I.
Isn't that cool?
But I can't lie. There's going to be some of them that I don't just remember that well because I've only seen once or a handful of times. So I'm going to do my best to describe why I don't like them. A lot of the times I'm just going to say they lack the charm, which is more often than not true. Kind of like what you said with the Child's Play one. It lacks the character.
It lacked personality.
Personality. Thank you. Yeah.
Like, not everyone you don't need the killer to be jokey all the time, right? Jason and Michael do that. But on the same token, if you're going to do a remake about a killer doll with an attitude and personality, you don't turn it into a damn robot.
Yeah. All right. So, and none of mine are in any particular order. They're listed in the order they came to me. My number one is going to be a remake of a movie from my favorite director. One of his most underrated movies. I know we talked about Prince of Darkness being probably his most underrated. I think this one is a bit underrated too.
Yes.
So of course I'm talking about John Carpenter, and it is The Fog.
All right, we're going to my number 3. So I can open this up because that one is also on my list as my number 3. All right, I'll let you know. You have the floor, of course, but I will piggyback off it.
Just completely lacking the atmosphere and tone of the original. In fact, I think it might even be more. I think it's PG-13, right?
Yes.
And the original was R. But I think it might be even more of an R movie than the original, if that makes sense. Just based off when they were made, right? If that, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's still not as effective as a horror movie as the original. It's very much like a like not a Hallmark version, but I don't know, an MTV version or CW. Thank you. That's a perfect way. A CW version of The Fog. I think he even stars one of the CW people.
Yeah, the guy from Smallville. Somebody save me.
Which I guess Smallville's pretty good, but Tom Welling, I think is his name, I believe. Yeah, totally lacking the atmosphere, the vibe. So my number one, The Fog. What is this?
Oh, The Fog. Yes, you really hit it on the head where it seems like even though with how the ratings... I mean, ratings with movies have changed, it's weird, but...
yeah, it is.
You think they would have done more with it being Carpenter, but I feel like the big problem with that movie, outside of just them not nailing the atmosphere, because let's be honest, it ended up being a lot too clean, and part of the charm of Carpenter movies is that there's kind of like a grittiness to them.
Yes.
But I also felt like that movie was like, okay, let's do this movie where it's based off of a horror movie. They're popular. They're in right now. There's a lot of remakes of horror movies at this time being done, so they're trying to piggyback all of it. And they're like, well, who do we have? Well, we can't get anyone big, so whose careers can we try to kind of catapult? So I feel like that one was more of they cared a little bit less about, I mean, of course they care about making the movie, but the goal was more to try to stimulate these careers of these people to get them off the ground rather than to do a faithful in feeling and execution of the original Fog movie. Which I do think it's underrated, but I still think Prince of Darkness is vastly his #1 underrated movie.
No, I agree. I want to piggyback off something you said that I think is going to be repeated, or the same case for a lot of these remakes. A lot of these are too clean.
Yes. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Sanitized even, or clean, you know, it's just lacking that grittiness to it.
And I'll clarify my view on that a bit real quick. I don't necessarily mean it lacks gore or something, because I am a gore hound, but it's more how the camera's shot, how the scenes are set, how the sequences are executed. It just seems like it's done more as like a video game set piece rather than a
yeah.
Or let's put it this way. It seems like it's less of a haunted house feel and more of like a Disney Haunted Mansion ride, you know?
Yeah.
But no, that one made my list. It was my #3.
We're gonna have at least one. I know we're gonna have one more. I absolutely guarantee it, and would bet my life. And I think you know which one I'm talking about.
Okay, maybe
Might
not.
We'll
have to see. Maybe. Or what was it? No.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump to my #2 because this is the one that originally gave me. Oh, those guys are really running, huh? You guys are trying, huh? I'll give you that.
At least they're not.
Yeah. My #2, which is the one that first gave me the idea about, not the idea, the thought that they're too clean, right? Total Recall.
Okay, not on my list. I had to check.
Oh, okay.
But no, it very well could have made my list.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. There's something. There's almost a dirtiness about the original. I mean, because Mars, Red Planet, dust, whatever, all that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of that was also physical, practical effects, right? What do both of those have in common? They did lean more on CGI.
Probably something else that's going to be in common with a lot of these.
I barely remember anything about that movie. Bryan Cranston was in it at one point for like 5 minutes, right? Colin Farrell?
I remember Colin Farrell, who, I mean, he's fine in some stuff. I mean, I'm not going to lie and say he's my favorite, but, I mean, I don't know. Maybe because... maybe because the role is so iconic for Schwarzenegger.
Well, that was a Paul Verhoeven film, right? RoboCop.
Was it?
Starship Troopers, maybe? Could be wrong.
Not certain. I'm kind of curious now. That would kind of fit in, right, with his tone, maybe?
Yeah, when we get...
When we have
yeah. Because I think the pausing, it does nothing. Pausing, it does nothing.
Yeah, just lacking the atmosphere again.
I don't remember really anything about it. I think they may have had a scene like with Arnold and what was her name in the bedroom?
Yeah, Sharon Stone.
Which was great. That was a great fight scene.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. That whole scene was great.
Yeah,
you know, where
Michael
the guy.
Ironside is
Yep. Yep.
the foil.
Where he notices the guy sweating, and he's like, you know, they almost got him convinced, and then
Yeah.
it's one of those I don't remember so little about the remake, but maybe that's part of why they make the list, you know, because they're just not memorable.
I think they travel to like a shanty town kind of area, if I remember.
In the remake,
Yeah.
that's supposed to be like the underground bar type area. That
I think so.
yeah.
I can't remember if it followed the book more closely or not, because it's been a while since I've read the story. You know, being a big fan of cyberpunk, yeah, it's...
Yeah, I've never read this.
Oh, I'll loan you the books.
Oh yeah, please do.
In fact, it's a story done by, if I'm remembering, it's been a while, but Minority Report was also written by the same guy.
I should probably know who wrote that.
I should too. Okay, looking stuff up now.
Yeah. No, Minority Report, wasn't that was Stephen King, wasn't it? Or Bachman, or...
Okay, Total Recall. Real quick, hold on. Philip K. Dick was Total Recall. No, it was not Stephen King.
No.
That was also Philip K. Dick.
Oh,
which there was quite a few differences in that movie. That one I could point out. Also a Colin Farrell vehicle, right? Or a movie.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Both Philip K. Dick novels, science fiction stories. Great author. Highly recommend them. In fact, I think he also was that. No, I think that was Gibson who did Johnny Mnemonic. Not a good movie, but fun. But yeah, I wish I could talk more about Total Recall with Colin Farrell, but I can't remember much from it. Oh, that's what I was gonna look up, was the director. Make sure I'm not off base with this. Stop. ...2012 film, huh? Yep, Paul Verhoeven directed it. Okay. So you can really see, once you make the dots, you can kind of see the connection between that and Starship Troopers and RoboCop, of course. I'll be right back. I gotta get a pen. That reminded me, because I gotta start marking these off.
I don't know why my mind jumped to Stephen King. I think I was thinking of Richard Bachman, actually, but that is embarrassing on my part.
All right. My number 3, one I can talk more about. You were always my favorite, Nancy. Nightmare on Elm Street.
We'll knock that off my list as well. This is one of those I do remember a bit more, so I'll have a little bit more to add after you're done.
Well, I mean, I can let you take the lead just in case. That way I don't...
No, I'm not. Okay. No, go ahead.
To get it out of the way, what's the actor's name?
Jackie Earle Haley.
No shade, I like him. I think the problems with that movie didn't stem from him being cast. I think he could have and would have been able to knock it out of the park. I place the blame solely on the effects and the writing. None of the actors. I thought all the actors did a good job. Let me clarify it that way. But the makeup, the look of Freddy, and it kind of suffers from the same thing I brought up with the Child's Play comment, in that a lot of the charm... Now, to be fair, with Robert Englund, he got like 9-10 movies to get a persona going. And Freddy in the first movie is very different from Freddy's Dead.
Mm-hmm.
But what didn't help was things like the effects. What didn't help was the writing, where I get what they were trying to do, where they waste half the movie trying to convince the audience, knowing full well they can't, that Freddy didn't do it. And he's innocent. But we know he did it. We know the type of character he is. It's not a big surprise or a reveal. It's not shocking, and you just waste everyone's time.
Yeah.
Now, there's like one or two pretty decent scenes in that movie, which is like, okay, that's great, but then you realize they ended up trying to do the scenes from the original. Not all of them, but some of them. But they did them worse. And I will use Tina, was that her name? Tina's body bag scene?
Yes.
Creepy and amazing in the original film. Horrendously bad in the remake. I remember the scene with the cutting off of the nose looking terrible. But really, it's just... They didn't even copy all the scenes, right? Like, we never got Long Arm Freddy.
Right.
The scene again with Tina being, up in the walls and everything was far less engaging. Part of it, again, is because, as we've harped on a bit already, practical effects. They had to actually make practical effects.
Yep.
To get that
That's
room.
one of the best practical effects ever made, I would think. The original with the room.
Yeah. But they just weren't able to pull it off with the CGI. And because Freddy lacked any kind of personality, you had to lean on the characters a bit more. But like, if you compare Nancy from the original with the remake, what does Nancy do at the end in the original? You remember?
Fighting back?
Yeah, she gets a book, Army, which I have. It's like Army Warfare or Traps in Vietnam, right? Something like that. Army manual. I got it lying around here somewhere. And, she tries to set up traps and everything, and I feel like it ended up being one of those where they're like, okay, we have the rights to it. We should do something with it, but we don't know exactly how we're going to do it. And it's kind of surprising because I think we brought this up. Michael Bay produced it. Was one of the producers.
Yeah.
And he did the produced Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or had some involvement with that one and the Friday the 13th, and both of those were really good.
Yeah. And for all three of those, to take a shot at remaking those, that's a pretty tall order. 'Cause all three are classic horror movies, right?
Yeah, they're like the, there was the original Brat Pack, and then there was the one with Emilio Estevez in them.
So I mean, and because those turned out okay, we're not saying it's not impossible, but
There's a knight down here telling me to choose a cup.
really,
Yeah.
where are you? I
If you keep going in a circle, you'll see me. Because I don't know where you're at.
I'm still up top. Are you?
Yeah, I'm still up top. Shot a yellow laser. Maybe that'll help.
Okay. Keep shooting it. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm coming. I'm coming. All right. All right. Sorry. What happened now? Oh, you went. Did you go down here?
Oh, are you here already? Yeah. I was making a
Oh.
joke about the knight, but because I
Oh,
it's like the
okay.
holy grail.
Yeah. I don't have too much more to say that you haven't said about this one in particular.
If you know, all right. So on top of bashing the movie, let me give my 2 cents on how I would handle it to hopefully salvage it. I know they were looking to reboot the series or the movie. You have an entire catalog of like 10 movies with Freddy that you could have borrowed from. If you're not going to follow an original remake to the T, then you need to at least borrow from everything. And I think that's, for example, why Friday the 13th succeeded. I mean, it obviously didn't succeed in the box office, but where I think it came off better for it. Now, for the scenes I did like, the one scene I really liked was when they did the micro-napping thing.
Yeah.
And she was
Yeah.
in the, like, CVS or whatever.
Yeah.
And he kept, like, flashing in and out. That was cool. But, I mean, the dream sequences just didn't hold up. Oh, there's a big portal down here. Oh, that's the end of the level. No, it's a trick. He lied.
Oh, all the way at the bottom?
Yeah, I went back to where we were.
Can I not just jump down there? No.
But then he took it away. I can't go in there. Now it's a where do we go game, huh?
Yeah. Where do we go now?
Oh, wow, wow.
Okay.
Oh, I was waiting on you.
Oh.
No!
Ah, okay. Nope. Ninja Star gun does not work. At least not that well.
Rocket launcher stumbles them if they're trying to pick something up.
Alright. I think, yeah. Alright. New tarot card. Okay.
What to do next? Tarot card. Let me put in the new tarot card. Which is golden cards last 10 seconds longer. Okay.
06 secrets. We're not very good at the secret finding in this game.
No, we are terrible.
Well, that's okay. It's been more of a just running and gunning type thing, right?
Yeah. But the
Oh,
option
I like
to
this
explore
atmosphere.
is there. Right.
Yes.
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the giant sandworm, well, swamp worm in the back.
Oh, yeah.
They kind of pop out.
Yeah, I'm digging this locale. What is that flashing thing over there?
Oh, yep, I see it.
I'm going to see what it is. It might even be something we've seen before. Oh, it's a whole bunch of stuff.
I think this is, yeah, secret area.
All right.
I mean, I guess this is how you do secret areas and swamps.
Yeah.
All right, my number 4. I'm willing to bet you didn't see this one coming, but guess who?
Guess who?
So let me preface it with what the movie is a remake of. It is a remake of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, which is a really good movie. All right. Hold on.
Yeah.
Cover me.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I had to respond to that. That was dental appointment.
No.
Guess who's coming to dinner? You know, Sidney Poitier. What was his name? Spencer Tracy.
Okay.
Which
Have not seen it. But...
Okay, it's about a interracial couple, and brings his Sidney Poitier plays the boyfriend, being introduced to a family, and Katharine Hepburn, of course, because I think Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy were together at the time. So, anyways, what are these kids? And it's just a character-driven, like, drama dealing with things of the time. So what would that really translate to, right? You have accomplished actors like Katharine Hepburn, Spencer Tracy, Sidney Poitier. Well, who do we get? Now, one of these actors I do like, but still doesn't necessarily make a good fit for the movie. You get, for the movie Guess Who, Mrs. Luann Platter. Right? Cherry Falls.
Brittany Snow. Or Murphy.
Brittany Murphy. But then you get Ashton Kutcher. Now tell me, based upon those two picks, what type of movie do you think that is? Oh, let's... Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking the wrong movie. Crap. That was a different movie. Guess Who had, that was, sorry. That's right, she was in it. Zoe Saldana, right?
Alright.
And Bernie Mac. Now,
Okay.
what type of movie do you think that would be? With Bernie Mac?
Comedy.
Yes.
Comedy, yeah.
The original was not so much a comedy.
Right.
Yeah, I was thinking of that other one, Just Married, I think, or something. Had Brittany Murphy and Ashton Kutcher. And of course, it was reversed, right? It was instead of being introduced to a white family, it was a black family, and the boyfriend was white, and it was definitely far more a comedy. I think it's just because I hold the original in such high regard, because Sidney Poitier is one of my favorite actors.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's Jackal, which is also a remake.
Well, it just sounds like they completely changed the tone of the movie.
They did. And that's really where I think a lot of the complaints that we've had so far about, like, practical effects versus CGI doesn't apply. Regardless of how I feel about Ashton Kutcher's acting capability. I love Bernie Mac. Zoe Saldana's done some great stuff. But I like this. They just completely changed the tone of it. And it's like, why would you do that? The original still holds up really well. Are you inside the house?
No, I'm on the outskirts. We're seeing how far I can go.
Oh, I went inside a house. And I can't get back.
Let me go through there. I didn't go through the thing.
But, yeah, and I mean, I like comedies. But this one was just, like, the...
attachment. Huh.
I don't. Maybe if it was titled something different, but then it wouldn't be banking off of the history of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner.
Right.
Right, but it just could have worked with a different actor than, say, a different lineup. Maybe, I guess. I don't know, but I just feel like it being a comedy was setting it up for failure in the first place.
Yeah.
Just because the first movie was just so well done and well acted.
I'm guessing the first movie maybe had, comedic moments.
No. It was
Really,
very serious,
really.
yeah.
Nothing that just came about organically in the course of the movie.
No, it was about a group of people who didn't know how to approach it. Sidney Poitier being invited to a white family's place and trying to come to grips with, the racial stuff that was going on at the time, and the white family trying to come to terms with it. And the only one that was like, not that she was oblivious, was the daughter. It's just she was like, it's not a big deal. But everyone else was making it a bigger deal than it needed to be. So, of course, Sidney Poitier was also older, so that gets brought up in the movie. He wasn't like, they made that an actual plot point.
No comedic elements at all. That makes it even worse that they would change it to a straight up,
Yeah, it'd be like if they changed, which maybe I would have enjoyed it more, actually, now I think about the Naked Gun remake into a Commando type
okay.
of, full-blown action.
Yeah.
We get killed.
Yeah, I mean, I think we talked a bit about this when we did our favorite list. Or at least for me, the best remakes, they have to maintain the core element. I mean, element's probably not the right word, but feel of the original.
Yeah. There's got to be because again, there's already an inbuilt fan base for the original films. You know what they like because they like it. If you want it to be something different, then it should be something different.
Yeah, exactly. You can't remake Airplane and make it serious because then you're just making
the movies that Airplane was spoofing in the first
place. Spoofing, yeah.
Well, I know. I'll toss on the pile the Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. It's still very well worth watching. Spencer Tracy's one of my favorite movies of all time. Didn't make my list, but Boys Town with him and Mickey Rooney about that priest that opened up that boys' orphanage back in like the 20s or something, 10s.
Yeah.
This guy's peeing on the wall. I'm digging this level. I don't know what is up with this, but it's got the right amount of scares.
Yeah, this might be my favorite one so far.
Teddy bear that's got organs in it. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
Look at this. It's got
reminds me of Ghost Hunter.
Like a sheet over their head.
Oh, it says a meat on the back. That's weird. Interesting. Look at this. I love the physics. Oh, look at the picture. That's pretty creepy. Nurse with the needle. Yeah, I like the vibe of this place. It looks like a soldier with an E-tool over here. Or a zombie dead soldier with an E-tool.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. This guy hanging out of
some type of weird dog-human hybrid.
Yeah.
Coming out of the floor, kind of like an Hellraiser.
Huh.
An undead mermaid, it looks like.
Cool. Yeah, neat. My number 4, I wasn't entirely sure if this counted as a remake or an adaptation, but I kind of had limited options, so I kept it. Godzilla 98.
Okay.
Nothing about it that I can remember being redeemable, except maybe the soundtrack. And even then, I'm not certain. I know I owned it at one point, but
Well, I mean, it did have the guy from Onimusha 3.
how about what's his name? The guy from The Professional.
Yeah. From Leon the Professional.
What is his name? God, what is his name?
I know, right?
Yeah, I remember him being in it, but so was Matthew Broderick, and I don't know the design of Godzilla. I mean, it doesn't even. I'm not even that huge of a Godzilla fan. Certainly not as much as you, but I enjoy the franchise, the games, the older movies. You know, they're fun stuff.
Yeah, that's why Final Wars was great, because that Godzilla gets destroyed.
That design is just horrendous.
And they even made a cartoon series based on it.
One of the worst redesigns I can think of anything I can think of.
But let's not forget, they also want a little bit of Jurassic Park in it.
With the designer. Oh, with the babies, yeah. Again, we can talk about the effects too. You know, it doesn't match the old school effects of some of the original Godzillas.
Or let's compare it to movies around the same time, like Jurassic Park-ish, maybe.
Yeah.
With how well they handled it.
Mm-hmm. It really is. This is just in general terms, it really is amazing how many movies you can look out that came after Jurassic Park, and you can say this movie came out after Jurassic Park, right? Like with the effects, and it's just like, how did this movie come out after Jurassic Park? I mean, granted, maybe not all of them had the budget, but you know. My number 4, Godzilla '98.
Very well could have been on my list. Just yeah, I am a big fan
Wouldn't
of
even
kaiju movies.
I wouldn't even call him Godzilla. I would just say giant lizard thing '98.
But if you haven't seen it, check out Final Wars. You get to see the actual Godzilla just destroy that Godzilla in a battle. Yeah, it was just a bad movie too. Like, I don't know. I'll be honest. I've never been a big Matthew Broderick fan. I couldn't tell you what I think his best movie was.
I'm with you there. I don't even really like Ferris Bueller, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think that's overrated.
Yeah, I don't even think it was John Hughes. I don't think that's his best movie. I think he did better movies than that. I think Weird Science is better than it.
Oh yes.
Bill Paxton's great.
Yeah. Part of that is I find the character of Ferris Bueller just
Obnoxious.
yes. There's nothing redeeming about him, and I hope he got into all the trouble when he got back to school, because he deserved to get in trouble.
And then they go to torture us with Matthew Broderick as Inspector Gadget.
I'd never seen that movie.
Oh, it's horrendous.
Yeah.
Even when I was younger, I was like, this is just bad.
What do they do with Brain? I'm guessing they use a real dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We hadn't gotten to cats versus dogs yet.
No, I love that movie though.
In terms of having animals look like they're talking.
Right.
My number 5. I have a problem with it for many reasons I'll dig into, but let's just start with the title. Karate Kid. He doesn't do karate. If anything, it's been called the Kung Fu Kid. Or Wushu Kid. Or whatever else. It wasn't karate. Also, I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt because of how old he was, at the time they filmed it. What's his name? Jaden Smith?
Jaden Smith, yeah.
Why didn't he go down?
I know, right? These guys are...
Is this
they're
like
not
a
normally...
run from him or something? Maybe. I like Jackie Chan. I like a lot of his movies. I'm a big fan of him. And I get, as a teacher, he did well with the role, but it just lacked the same charm and care as the original. Right? Like, you were rooting for the kid in the original.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Miyagi. 20-something years old.
He was the underdog against the flashy Cobra Kai dojo.
And that's the other thing. Like, the antagonists in the original were fun.
Villainous.
They felt like they were villainous, whereas there wasn't a lot of character or anything to the ones in the Jaden Smith Karate Kid.
This is one of those I haven't seen, so...
Okay.
Kind of absorbing everything you describe about it.
The title, let alone. I remember when it was first dropping, it was like that. It's not even karate. Why are they calling it the Karate Kid? And Pat Morita? Right. Of course, a very different. He spoke. I think he was born in San Francisco or something, San Diego. Anyways, he did a lot of dirty stand-up stuff, kind of like a Bob Saget kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
I know he was on Happy Days.
Yep, that's right. He was on Happy Days. But he knocked it out of the park, and Jackie Chan is good, but he seems so. Where Pat Morita, Mr. Miyagi felt. Yeah, right. I don't want to butcher his last name any more than I have. Felt like he actually cared, but he tried to stay distant. Jackie Chan's character just felt distant.
It's open now at the bottom.
And of course, who was in the original? What's her name from Adventures in Babysitting? Was it?
Oh, Elizabeth Shue.
Elizabeth Shue, thank you. She did a great job, right? And again, no shade to anyone in the Jaden Smith one, but I just felt like all the characters seemed to be watered down and far less interesting and engaging.
Yeah.
And I think what may have also hurt it was, since it took place in China, it kind of had that, lack of familiarity, whereas with the original it took place in the States, right?
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, I know bullies like that, or I can relate to that because of, the apartments we lived in, kind of thing. They moved there because his mom has got a new job working at a company, from what I remember. But similar to the original, she didn't go out of country for it, and it felt flavorless, right? Soulless.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all a common refrain amongst all of these, I think.
No, I'm not going to hold up the original stories as like this great, pinnacle of movie entertainment. But it is a good, solid movie. The first one's good.
I can feel it.
The second one is
anything to let you be with us.
Not as good, but there's some pretty interesting stuff that happens in it.
Already dead.
And the third one's not a good movie at all, but God, are the villains so wonderful.
From the beginning.
Oh,
Yes.
I like that.
Why you
Use
serve
that.
between heaven and hell?
Yep.
Make
not
him
turning
bleed.
into a damned soul. You're not under this place's rules. In this
And then he went on to
accident, it
become
just-
Marilyn Manson. The bad guy in that movie. He didn't. He was the bad guy vampire in Vampires, if you remember.
Yes.
Oh, look at this guy. Blob monster. Yeah, that's my number 5. I feel like I'm just gonna keep retracing steps with it. It's just, I don't know. It lacked the charm and fun of the original. And of course, they replaced wax on, wax off with him taking a jacket off of a coat hanger, jacket hanger.
Really?
Yeah. It has to
Kinda
do with
weird.
like grabbing things and throwing them.
Huh.
Very similar.
Like a judo
Yeah,
thing.
like a deflection kind of thing. And of course, it lacked the put him in a body bag, and
Oh, that's such a great
Right?
quote.
it is. Okay, his health does go down, but how?
I was shooting these things on the ground. I don't know what that has anything to do with it. Or, not on the ground, in the water. My number 5. If you were done, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
Planet of the Apes, the Tim Burton version.
Marky Mark.
Marky Mark, Michael Clark Duncan.
I think we shoot the bubbles that are near him.
Okay, yeah, probably. Again, it's not one of those. I'm not too remembering too much about it, but I think it's one of those that we can. Hold on, I'm trying to think of what these things are. Now they're floating and okay. My mind is going in like many different directions.
Right.
I apologize. Another good example of something that's too sanitized, too clean, I think.
Yeah, sorry, I'm also much like you trying to.
I really don't remember too much about this
I was
movie.
gonna
I
say-
can't lie to you, man.
I don't dislike it too much. I don't think it's a good movie, but I think the biggest, well, outside of it being Mark Wahlberg,
Yeah.
no shade. It's just there's some movies he's really good in, and others not so much. I just don't think
Yeah.
he was cast well for that, and I don't think Tim Burton was really a good fit
No,
for that
no,
type of movie.
no.
But I thought
That's a
the
that's a good
prosthetics were
point.
pretty good for the most part. I mean, the apes and the gorillas and monkeys all look good.
Yeah.
Of course, you
Tim
had
Roth.
yeah,
Tim Roth was the main guy, I think, the bad guy. But yeah. Oh, and the ending, yeah, completely worst ending in my mind too.
yeah. I have no idea how we're supposed to. Oh, well, now apparently you just shoot him.
I just see it going down. That's all. I thought it was the balls, but
Yeah, I do too.
whatever works.
Eve, where are you?
Daniel.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like maybe that one may have failed because
No, I didn't.
it was kind of,
Because you promised me.
they had the pieces.
Souls. Don't even think
It just, some of the pieces weren't the best pieces to pick for that type of movie.
Do not tolerate deceivers.
That's fair.
Maybe a different lead, maybe a different director
Yeah, that's fair.
would have been a lot better.
That's fair. I appreciate you clarifying the one I picked. I mean, you're absolutely right. But
I'm also going off memory. It's been a while since I've seen it.
yeah.
All right, I'm digging
Yeah.
this.
Oh wow. Oh yes.
This is right up my alley.
Okay. Yeah, this is really neat. I do need to. I need to pee though, so
No, right.
cover me or just watch me die. I guess
just hang
if
out.
something comes, I'll be right back.
I'm not gonna go anywhere. Well, I mean, I'll get a starter in here. Oh, hey, look at that. Wow. Honolulu, really? Yeah, we're just waiting. Yeah, these are actual movies, just so you know. Well, obviously King Kong, but a lot of people might be like, oh, Lulu, I've never seen. It's a musical, from what I remember. So, I wasn't a big fan. Of the group, I'm the guy who watches, like, old movies. There were even old movies when I, watched them. Sorry, I'm just messing with stuff here. How y'all doing, by the way? You having a good day? Let us know in the comments. Once again, this is the only place on YouTube where you'll get the price of, or the value of 2 top 10 lists for the price of 1 video. So, why bother wasting your time with some of those other channels where they're like, here's the top 10 lists. Yeah, they're quicker. They go over them in a shorter time span. But here, you get 2 top 10 lists for the price of 1 video. That's a banger of a value. I tell you what, I'll tell you what. What is that? Oh, look at this spinning sky. Yeah, I like that. The Looney Park. I would visit this. That's pretty neat. Well, let's see if they've got rides in this Looney Park, and hopefully top 10 video game theme parks that you would love to visit. That? Nope, but I can grab the barrel and cause it to blow up. School of horror movies to make things look scary, or horror themed games and books. Add barbed wire. It needs more barbed wire. Oh. No, I didn't mean to do that. Apparently I went too far ahead. Alright, well, he got his wish. I didn't mean to do that. What happens if I press... Oh, if I press pause, he just pauses. Okay. Well, we learned that. And I will be right back real quick, folks. He should be back by the time I get back, I think. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Has he not returned yet? Oh, sweet summer child. I don't want to do restart chapter because I don't know where that's going to pop us out at. But, yeah. Oh, I should have said this earlier. If you want to get just to the review, then jump to the last 15 minutes.
Sorry, man.
All good. I accidentally triggered something, so I was hopping around. Next thing I know, the evil clowns from outer space decided to.
Yeah, I'm still working on trying not to be so damn OCD about cleaning everything up, and you know, if there's a drop of water on my sink, I have to, you know, eliminate every single piece of drop of water that. Well, you know me at this. You know how I am, so still working on it. Anyway, I'm good. Sorry.
Okay. What number are you on?
I just did my 5, which was apes.
That's right.
So I'm on.
My number 6 is actually 2 movies. Because both of them are garbage. And that's because my favorite movie of all time got ripped off by both. And that is The Magnificent Seven.
Oh, interesting.
I love Yul Brynner. course, the director of the original was, what was it, John Sturges or something? I think he did The Great Escape. He did the one about how they had to send the rescue crew to the Antarctic to rescue those the astronauts. It's like Ice Station or something Zebra.
Ice Station Zebra?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
But it is such a terrible movie, and I don't like those types of westerns. Like, my westerns are the dark, gritty, Unforgiven, Tombstone. More of that speed than the more hokey type. Granted, Magnificent Seven, the original one, isn't as hokey, but it's still. If you're going to copy a movie, let me make a recommendation. Don't copy Seven Samurai. You're just going to make a worse movie. I hated what they did with the guy who was a knife thrower. That's so dumb. Everything about it was just worse. And it's not like they had bad actors. It's just, again, that's one of those movies that I think failed because the script was terrible.
So there's nothing on there you think they did?
There's nothing on there that they did better than Seven Samurai. Nothing.
Okay.
Right? In fact, I would argue one of the reasons it's worse is because...
Hold on. Sorry, look, they're wearing popcorn bags.
Oh, they are. They're wearing popcorn. That's cool.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but...
No. Is that in Seven Samurai, it was as much about the villagers being able to defend themselves as it was the
Right.
samurai.
Yeah.
And that gets kind of taken away because it gets overshadowed by the cast that they have for Magnificent Seven and how they... Not that there wasn't characterization in Seven Samurai for the samurai, there was. It's just... It was just... They basically gave the store brand version of soda. Here's your Dr. Thunder.
Right, okay.
I don't enjoy it. Return it. It is a terrible movie. Now, you want to know what's an equally as terrible movie? Maybe, you know what? I'll even say this. It was even worse than the original was. That one with Chris Pratt and what's his name? The Equalizer.
Denzel?
Washington. Yeah, thank you. And not Christian Slater, but Ethan Hawke.
What is this movie?
Magnificent Seven.
Oh, I didn't...
Yeah, Denzel Washington plays the Yul Brynner character.
I'm not even sure if I knew
what's his
that.
name? Who played Gomer Pyle in well, not Gomer Pyle, that was what he called him in Full Metal Jacket. He was in
Oh, Vincent D'Onofrio?
yeah, he was in it too. Doing this weird voice, right? Because of course, you know, hill people, if they're... He played like hill folk who, I guess, if you lose contact with people, you lose control of like the inflection of your voice and kind of how the cadence of conversation goes. I guess it's accurate from everything I've read, but you think, okay, you've got some good actors and you've got some really terrible actors, but the good actors you have are pretty good. There's nails in the ice cream. But no, it was even worse of a movie than the original Magnificent Seven. Like, why?
I mean, that just goes to show that a stacked cast doesn't,
Yeah, it didn't work.
really...
In my eyes, it didn't work for the original, and it doubly didn't work for that Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt one.
Alright, check out the movie posters. You notice these?
Yeah. I talked a little bit about those while we were gone. King Kong and Honolulu. Honolulu's, from what I remember, it's like a musical from like 1930s. It's okay. I don't care for
Useful.
useful dance numbers.
Oh, it opened up back here. Whoa, yo. There's a jump.
Oh, okay. Well, I will let you keep trying to make that jump. If you respawn.
Oh, I made it.
Alright, so stay there and I'll try to make it. I did not make it.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Oh, I guess because
Don't tell me the chapter is not this. The chapter should be this, okay. Well, we got that going.
okay.
But yeah,
Alright.
Magnificent Seven,
Well-
both of them are terrible movies. If you really want to watch a Magnificent Seven movie that's at least entertaining, or not a Seven Samurai movie that's at least entertaining, then check out what I had for top 10 remakes in the last video, which was the Warriors one we did, where we did the remake stuff, and it was Battle Beyond the Stars. It's a bad movie, but it's a fun movie. Whereas,
I can't move.
yeah, you're stoned. Why are you stoned?
Oh. I don't know. Try inviting me again? I don't know.
You can't move, or
Nah, I'm moving everything. I can't even hit pause or anything.
let me get rid of this. I'm in combat right now. I mean, they're
Yeah,
trying to
nah,
hit
I
you,
mean-
they're not doing any damage.
Well then, I mean, you can use me as a decoy and then see what happens.
Decoy also, or decoy snake.
Octopus. Decoy octopus.
Oh yeah.
Now that you mention though, I kind of don't remember. Right now I'm dead, and I'm in the green zone, but still can't move. I used to own that anime. I don't remember if it was any good though.
Oh,
Samurai 7? Yeah.
All right.
So I can't honestly say if it was a good version or not, but
So you can't leave the game.
no, I'm hitting pause and everything. Let me try escape. Keyboard doesn't work either. Mouse
Send you
doesn't
an
work.
invite.
Alright. Accepted. Let's see what happens. It's got me in a loading menu now. Screen.
Your character died. Disappeared.
Okay.
There you are.
Okay, I'm good now.
Alright, that was weird.
Yeah. Now I have seen the original.
Magnificent Seven.
Yeah.
I forgot
And
you said Samurai, right?
And yeah, we've seen Seven Samurai. I've not seen that other one, the newest one. I don't even know if I knew that existed. But
I just remember when it. Well, we must not have been talking much when that dropped because everyone found me completely obnoxious when that movie first released. Because I was just raging against it. And look, I'll be fair, right? A Fistful of Dollars was an amazing adaptation of Yojimbo. And you want to know a bad adaptation, it would have been one that had my boy Bruce, and it also had Christopher Walken. I forgot the name of it right now because, yeah, this is... But, yeah, Bruce Willis and Christopher Walken were in a more or less like an adaptation of Yojimbo, which is, think of Fistful of Dollars.
Mhm.
It's about two rival gangs, except this one was set in like Prohibition era America. And,
I mean, it sounds like it wouldn't be too
yeah,
bad.
it's not a great movie, but it's okay. But it was still not very good compared to Yojimbo. So, you know, there, I'm being fair about my dislike for these things. Oh god, it's Magnificent Seven.
I don't know why this thought just occurred to me. but just throwing it out there since we're talking about Seven Samurai. And I'm mostly asking because it's been a while since I've seen it, but is Three Amigos
Yep.
a Seven Samurai movie?
Three Amigos is.
Am I remembering that
It's
correct?
more to be Magnificent Seven, right?
Okay.
And then you had a Hateful Eight, which is playing off that tongue-in-cheek. It's not actually like based on the movies, but it's using
Right.
that same numbering system like Westerns were using, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Three Amigos very much was. Despite not really following any of the story. Again, they were just doing
Yeah.
kind of the same thing Hateful Eight was doing. Like an homage kind of feel to that genre. Alright, now, hold on. What does this do then? There's gotta be a way across, right?
I made it when I was in the green zone. So
Alright, hold on. Let me go first this time.
sure.
Alright.
All right. All right. Well, let's see what happens now.
Looks like
Okay,
it
I'm
dropped
I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. So, all right.
We got past that.
That small nightmare is over. What are these guys? I can't see very well because I'm still green, but these guys look kind of weird.
Like toothpicks stuck in it.
Oh, that's got to be uncomfortable.
Oh my god, these horses on the carousel look pretty gruesome.
Oh yeah.
Their faces. You know, these like wide eyes. Oh, there's like
Yeah.
little buzzsaws on the carousel.
Oh yeah. That's pretty neat. Reminds me of Silent Hill.
We got nurses, we got killer kids.
Yeah.
Gruesome looking carousel. Theme park.
Oh, is this a new weapon?
Where'd you get?
This thing. Or is this? Or am I just now finding the alternate? No, I think. Never mind. I think I just now figured out the alternate fire, or use the alternate fire. All right, my Oh, were you finished with
Oh, yeah, I'm forever finished with those movies.
My number 6 is one that holds a very special place in both our hearts, I'm sure. It's not just a bad remake starring one of your favorite actors, but also a horrible experience. Speaking of horror, Amityville Horror.
Oh, Canadians. Still owe me $15, Ryan Reynolds. You know what for.
It's... I mean, it's not the worst, but it's just... I don't know. It's just not as good as the original. Again, it's one of those that almost seems like a sanitized version of the original movie. A sleeker version, maybe, which for something like Amityville Horror, you don't necessarily want to do. But yeah, Ryan Reynolds and
I feel like they used a checklist for that movie, and they're like, okay, we got these parts in there. Let's kind of just bank on our actors being able to act. Not saying they didn't act, just saying they were going more for the personality of the actors to carry the movie rather than the movie itself.
or the atmosphere and the
Yeah.
tone and all that.
Another movie I would pair that with that seems similar in much the same way of it being kind of paint by numbers would be the Poltergeist remake, which was disappointing for me, more so because it had Sam Rockwell in it.
Oh, I never saw it actually. The remake.
You know, he's an amazing actor, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It just, again, it felt like they were just hitting the notes, but there was no emotion behind it.
Yeah. Personality again, right? Mm.
But yeah, no, that Amityville, it was so forgettable. I think the best part of that movie was when the fire alarm went off.
I was about to say that's one of our best memories. I think I was the one that was holding out that no, we gotta stay.
You're like, we're not leaving.
We're not leaving. And then eventually
Those
it
in
was
the
like,
dark, someone pulled a fire alarm while we were in the theater. I don't know. It was like, what, a 11 o'clock showing or something? Like a late
yeah.
night.
Yeah, it was a later showing.
And, I mean, there was only like 5 of us in the theater.
Ah! Stop hitting me. Has never worked in a video game telling them that, but... Of course, now my favorite thing about Amityville is reading the articles on Bloody Disgusting, because there is you know this, I'm saying this for the benefit of people listening. There's a guy that writes articles on Bloody Disgusting, and he like recaps all the Amityville slop that gets put out. And some of it actually it's entertaining to read through. Like, just an example, like the Amityville backpack or something. It's just most of them are at least entertaining in that you're like, how are they making this work? And the answer is usually they don't.
There,
but.
yes. Well, that's a nice segue, though, into my next one. Now, the original's amazing. It is the original movie is the progenitor of things like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It kind of started that whole creepy house of creepy people. And it is an amazing movie. I recommend you all seek it out. It's on YouTube for free. But it's The Old Dark House with Boris Karloff.
That's been on our list to see. We really do need to get to it.
Granted, Wikipedia's screwed up. They list it as a comedy horror. It is not a comedy horror. I wouldn't say it's like a horror, but it's definitely not a comedy horror. But they remade that movie. I think it was a 1960s British movie. And that one was a straight comedy movie. And it is terrible. It is so bad, I have to admit, I have not fully watched it. I only made it about 3/4 of the way before I was like, I have to stop watching this. Oh, that's cool. You can move the wall with that. Oh, they're supposed to be marionettes. I see now. They're floating like that. I see.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's cool. What can I say other than it's, again, kind of like my earlier pick with Guess Who. They took something out of genre. They turned what was a classic horror movie in my eyes though. Most people don't. I hardly ever hear anybody talk about it outside of maybe me and like 4 people. And that's including people online. But when you do such a strong shift away, why even call it that other than just using it?
Yeah.
Right. Maybe I would have been more forgiving if it was. It didn't work. It just doesn't work when you do a tone shift like that. I can't think of a movie where that ends up working. Maybe, and this will, it's kind of like, maybe if I had never seen the original, I'd feel different about it, but I have seen the original, I own it, and it's a really underappreciated movie. So, that was my number 7, The Old Dark House. The less honestly said about the remake, the better, because it's just... I don't know. It gets me angry. I mean, Amityville Horror gets me angry because it's Canadians, but the Old Dark House remake, I was just like, okay, an updated version of that?
We're gonna have to definitely get to that one.
Nope, I am... Oh, you're here.
Oh, this is interesting.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, I can't really...
Are you?
I'm trying to shoot things. This is not working. I think we're just...
No.
I mean, it's neat.
Yeah.
But... Nope. Probably should have shot him. Probably should have shot that.
Oh, did it take health away? I didn't. I'm behind you, so I don't know if.
Yeah, I'm probably just I'm taking the brunt of it.
I mean, my health is going down, so
Oh.
not too much, though. I'm just assuming at this point that it's going to take us to where we need to go.
Yeah.
No.
I would not want to go on this ride.
No.
Ah, now I'm angry.
Ah, I'm getting a little vertigo here. Don't know what's going on. I hope we're not supposed to be killing everyone to end the
I
level.
hope it's not.
Oh, I can turn around and shoot. Okay, that'll help maybe. But still, it's
Yeah,
this is not. Hmm.
I'm starting to shoot things now.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and. Well, while we're doing this, that was your number 7.
Yep.
My number 7, love the original. One of my favorite fantasy movies. I know for a fact we saw this in theater. Well, I think for a fact. But at my age, I often screw things up. But I can't, other than who starred in it, I can't remember anything about it. I'm hoping you can fill the blanks in. Conan.
Oh, okay.
The remake had Jason Momoa?
Yep.
Okay. And that is the extent of my memory and us seeing it in theaters.
Yeah, yeah. It would be a remake in the sense that it's, you know, once again telling the beginning of this story and everything. It also had the guy from where he plays the blind guy and they go in the house.
Oh, God. Yeah, Don't Breathe.
Yeah. Also an Avatar.
Yeah, Steven. Oh, God, why is it?
And
Yeah, I got
Rose
you.
McGowan
Got you.
was also-
Oh, okay. I don't remember anything about the movie, then. But I will tell you this, people. I remember it not being as good as the original.
And Hellboy.
Ron Perlman?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay, we just had to do
Oh.
that. Let's be honest, it was them just trying to push Jason Momoa.
Yeah, I can see that.
It was more or less just that. They're like, we need to put him in something, we need to make him the next big thing. Did he have the look more like what Conan is described? Kinda, sorta, no. But as for a Conan movie, I honestly didn't think it was better than what we got. Even with the not core accurate to the book Arnold Conan, right?
Yeah.
It was, that one was like an amalgam of Cole and Conan stories and stuff. It was, the only cool part I can remember from that Jason Momoa one was the part where like those sand demons, they were fighting them, because they would like pop up, he'd cut them in half, they'd fall to the ground, seep back into the sand, and pop up again somewhere.
Mm.
But yeah, it was very forgettable. We did see that.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about it. It's so weird. Well, I mean, not really, because I think we've established at this point I have a not very good memory.
But it, much like a lot of the ones you've listed, it leaned heavily on CGI. It ended up lacking that same gut-punching,
Visceral
feel
feel.
to it that the original Conan had. Or even Destroyer, which was at least a fun little movie, if it was worse in pretty much every way. And of course, not having James Earl Jones is always a tragedy.
Oh, yeah. Yes, absolutely.
But yeah, I actually put that on the same level as that Kevin Sorbo Cole the Conqueror movie.
I never saw it.
If you want to watch a good one of adaptation of Robert E. Howard's works, it's not even like accurate either, but it's entertaining. Is check out the crap. Why am I saying it like that? Hold on. Solomon Kane.
Okay. Do you have it?
I need to get it I need to get a physical copy. It's hard to get a hold of.
Mm.
It's pretty decent. But
Okay.
yeah, the Jason Momoa one, you know, no shade to him. I guess he's good in something out there. Never been a
You
big
know,
fan, but-
Aquaman is entertaining
yeah, but not
to
'cause of
watch.
the It's because of what's his name playing Tidemaster.
Oh, yeah, Patrick Wilson, Ocean Master.
Ocean
Yeah.
Master, that's it.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, Black Manta. I'm a big fan. I like him.
Yeah, yeah.
Wish they would have done more, but yeah, I really wish I could help you out, but it's not that I don't remember the movie so much. I do remember bits and pieces of it, but there's just not anything there to talk about because it was that
Yeah.
forgettable. Rose McGowan and everyone, I think, did a really good job on their end trying to do like evil people, and they did a really good job. I think Rose McGowan does good work, whether it's Scream or Monkey Bone.
Yeah. Stephen Lang, by the way, is the other guy, yeah.
Okay.
Was he the bad guy, or
Yes,
I don't
yes, he
remember?
was the head bad guy that was
Yeah,
trying to
he's
resurrect
pretty-
his wife, from what I remember.
Okay.
And there was like a weird relationship between him and Rose McGowan, because Rose McGowan was his daughter, and she kind of had a thing for him or something, and didn't want to bring back her mom. Yeah.
Oh, that is weird.
Just weird
Okay.
stuff. I'm going off that. So it is neat that Ron Perlman was in it, because Ron Perlman did the voice of Conan in the PS3 video game, which is actually a pretty fun game. That got lambasted for being a, quote, God of War clone, unquote.
Hmm.
It's like, if you want a Conan game, I think you could pick worse genres than a God of War. You know, Conan kart racing.
It's sometimes amusing when you when you hear about things being clones of other things like that.
It's portrayed negatively.
Yeah, I mean it's not necessarily a bad thing if it's made well. It's a good thing, right?
Like that game Singularity that you should check out sometime.
We'll see.
I mean, you like Bioshock.
Yeah,
It's basically Bioshock, but
we'll see where I'm at.
better. Let me put it this way: it's a better Bioshock clone than any of the other ones I've messed around with.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You're.
My number 8.
Oh wait. Yeah, no, that was my 7. Sorry, not that it matters. Go for it. Sorry.
Red Dawn.
Oh shit! Damn!
There is nothing redeeming about that movie.
God!
Chris Hemsworth. I mean, sure. I guess he's in it. That's something, I guess. But
Okay, before I forget, I'm adding that as an honorable mention because I completely forgot about that one. But that absolutely would have made my list. Good call on that.
yeah, I know there's a big controversy of the story's unrealistic. And it's like, oh, I'm going to be honest with you, the original was unrealistic too.
Yeah.
Let's
Yes,
be
it
fair
was.
here. One of the last
It was.
places on Earth
It was.
anybody wants to invade is America.
Right.
It's just graphically very difficult. We got the oceans.
Yeah.
Supply lines would probably not be able to support a war. And even if they did win the war, occupying it would be a completely different story altogether. So putting that aside, and the whole, China would have made more sense, and then, for whatever reason they changed it to North Korea of all things. Setting that aside, it was just not as... You didn't have the same charm and charisma from the actors that we had in the original.
No.
And that's... Let's... Honest talk. That's what carries the original. No one watches the original Red Dawn and says, this is a great, amazing story that was written well and directed well, and the camera work was amazing. The actors they got in the original carried that movie.
Jennifer Grey, C. Thomas Howell, Patrick Swayze, Charlie Sheen, Leia Thompson, Powers Booth.
There was more charisma in, say, Charlie Sheen alone in that one movie than there was in the entirety of the Red Dawn remake.
Yeah.
And they're sort of hitting the same notes. They're like, okay, we need to kind of hit the same notes that we hit that they hit in the original. And it just falls flat because it's like you don't care. You don't care about this character.
Nah.
They don't have
And on a personal level, in particular for this movie, fair or unfair, we're talking about a huge childhood memory for me. At the time when it came out,
Also,
where our
when it came
family
out,
was.
that was a sorry to cut you off. That was a real thing.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
The Cold War was going on. We both
Yes.
remember when there was a East and West Germany, for example.
Yeah. Growing up in the military is where I was getting at.
Yeah.
At the time, like you said, at the time it came out, what was going on in the world. A huge part of my childhood, this movie was a part of. So that's what I was trying to get at. Sorry.
That's Red Dawn. And they kind of had a Red Dawn video game. I think I played it called Resistance. That was pretty fun. Same story. It took place in a city, and it was, the Russians.
Okay.
But let's just say this, because again, this is the thing with the criticism of it. Go ahead, make in the Red Dawn remake, make it the Russians. Does the opposing force, the occupying force, matter? No. You could have changed it to anybody. So even changing it to China, which would have been more realistic, would not have made that a better movie. the problem again was the actors they had in it just didn't have the same charm or charisma that the originals had. And they tried to go, and we've talked about grittiness and reality, or not reality, but like grit factor a bit so far. They tried to go grittier with that one, but it didn't make the movie better either. Right? Like Red Dawn was interesting, the original, because it was kind of like, I always kind of feel it had the same type of tone as The Outsiders. Maybe that's just because Patrick Swayze was in both. But
And C. Thomas
C.
Howell.
Thomas Howell, yeah.
And Charlie Sheen? Was Charlie Sheen The Outsiders?
Can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember The Outsiders too much. No, I can see that, though, you know.
It kind of tied to that like rebellious youth kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
Whereas the new Red Dawn it lacked that same type of identity. Was it doomed to failure? I would say most remakes are. You are either going to end up making a movie that has nothing to do with the remake or the original, or you are going to just do a worse version of something that's already been done. That is a tough ordeal to juggle.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one movie I don't think, no matter what they could have done, they could have outdone the original. Because it was, it's one of those you had to have been there kind of thing. I feel the original.
Yeah.
You had to be there during the Cold War, during that time frame, when these actors were up and coming or starting to get more established. Yeah, Red Dawn was my number 8. I could go and get reincarnated 3 billion times and not ever want to see that movie. Granted, I don't hate it as much as I do Magnificent 7, but it's still not good.
Yeah. My number 8. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Another Tim Burton movie.
Yeah, listen.
Even though I put him as one of my favorite directors. But, just goes to show you, even though we love some of these directors, they can still make movies we do not necessarily enjoy. And there are parts of this I do like, but there's very specific things that I just despise. So let's just go with those. Johnny Depp, and this isn't going to be a poop on Johnny Depp thing, because there are things he's in that I enjoy, and there's things he's in that I get annoyed by and don't like, but Johnny Depp is so far inferior to Gene Wilder. It's just not even close. In my opinion, for me. Did not enjoy his take on him at all. I just thought it was a very inferior Willy Wonka. And to be fair to Johnny Depp, that is a insanely high bar to try to reach, right?
I do think I read somewhere that it's more accurate to the books, but
Really? That's
an
interesting.
example of where Gene Wilder's just his persona is
Persona,
just so
yeah.
well damn good that
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
mind a change like that.
And the other thing that I think is just completely horrible compared to the original, the Oompa Loompas.
Oh God, yes, yes.
That decision
Where
to
they
do what they
copied
did with the
basically one.
songs. Yeah, and then the songs,
Songs were
was
much
just,
worse, yeah.
oh my God, it completely ruined it, that movie for me. And there are parts of it I enjoyed. Christopher Lee's in it,
Yep.
so
That's the high
it
point.
was enjoyable.
100%.
That's the high point, yeah. But yeah, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And for some reason, I always remember that gag about the burn ward for the toy soldier things
Yep.
as being funny. But yeah, other than that, I honestly, in one of those, not as memorable characters, I can tell you things about the original kids. I can't recall anything about the remake kids. I honestly cannot.
They were the same, but not as interesting.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm glad you can at least remember that, because I couldn't tell you anything
Violet was
about
still Violet, and they kind of suffered the same things as they did before, but
it's not as memorable.
it's not as memorable, right?
Right.
Like Veruca Salt, I quote her all the time.
Yeah.
She was great.
Yes. Mikey, Veruca.
Like when you think
Violet.
of bratty kids, for me that's
Right.
like, she knocked out of the park.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I don't even know if any of the kids were anyone that we would know, anyone memorable.
I can't remember. Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up when we're done, just because I'm curious. When there's a
No,
break.
that's not a bad one though. It is kind of interesting you picked Tim Burton.
Yeah. Right.
And the reason probably being is because you would go see those movies because you hear Tim Burton, him being one of your favorite directors, and you think,
Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
pick that up for some reason.
I know. I couldn't either. Kind of like this level too. Looks pretty neat.
Yeah.
Good design. Oh, are these like the Japanese devil man? There's a term for that. I'm not thinking of correctly. You know what I'm talking about? Those Japanese like masks with the horns.
Oh yeah. I forgot what the masks are called. They got
We'll find out soon. Oh. Okay.
But yeah, like a horned devil type of thing.
Yeah.
And just so we'll have enough time to rant and rave about other stuff just in case.
Yeah.
My number 9 is going to be RoboCop.
Still gotta see it.
Samuel L. Jackson. What's his name again? Haley.
Jackie Earle Haley.
I'm just bad with names, folks. That's all it is.
And for some reason, I have a bad memory, but I remember a lot of these names, actors, for whatever reason. The curse.
What happened with RoboCop is it lost all sense of style and substance. A lot of movies might have some style, it might have some substance, it might have both. The RoboCop remake had neither. It took away everything that it did to the RoboCop remake did to RoboCop what happened to Alex Murphy. They hollowed him out. They turned it corporate. They put in boring parameters. They made it safe. RoboCop 2 was not a movie for entertainment. It was a glimpse into the future of what would happen to the RoboCop movies. Like when they reprogrammed him and he was like, don't do this, and all the kids were breaking up in the store with the baseball bats and everything and stealing crap.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, peace and love, or some crap like that. It's so bland. It's like getting a cup of ramen, but they forgot to give you the flavor packs. That's what it is. They boiled it down to these components to say, this is a movie. And you're like, yeah, but it's not a good movie. It had terrible CGI. And I remember when I saw the commercial for it, or the trailer, and it was that infamous scene everybody was talking about where he leaped off, like the side of a building or something, and he landed, and it looked so terrible. That's when I knew it was going to be terrible.
No, this is one I've not seen, but I do want to see it. But that leaping off the building thing sounds completely horrible. Because that's
it could have been
not
just like jumping
something.
over a wall or something. I don't mean like
But that's
jumping,
still,
but it
okay.
looked bad.
And that's not necessarily something that it would have been capable. The unit would have been capable of doing. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah, right. 'Cause
Like the original RoboCop was clunky
it was
and
made to be like a tank.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. More tankish.
Not
Yeah.
that tanks can't move quick or anything, but like supposed to take on fire and just walk right into a hail of gunfire and keep on trucking. Another Paul Verhoeven movie that got completely raked over the coals. Like Total Recall, it was just bland. Why? I don't know. Didn't have to be. It really didn't have to be. Thankfully, we got those games though.
Yeah. I wonder if he's ever told anybody to back off. Be like, can you guys just stop remaking my stuff, please? Or, I mean, maybe they're paying him for it. I don't know. Like John Carpenter would always say, give me the money and you're fine.
Yeah, I guess I don't know if Paul Verhoeven owns like
Yeah, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
But they tried to update it more, even though you don't really need to, because it was only like 20-30 years even then between the original and the remake. And honestly, things haven't changed as much as people make it out to be. Of course, they had a bad villain. It didn't really work out. Yeah, it's just why.
I feel like you could say that for a lot of these, right? Just why? Just one word. Why?
Yeah.
All right, we're closing in on the one that I thought for certain was going to be on both of our lists, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Were you done with RoboCop?
Yeah.
My number 9, Rollerball.
And my number 10 is Rollerball. That's why I put it as the last one, because
Okay.
it is definitely on.
This is one I am going to remember because that's the one I most recently saw.
And if I'm correct, you own that movie, don't you?
I went out and bought it. I was that impressed. No, not really. It was gifted to me, if you want to call it a gift. I would not, but I had not seen the original. I was aware of the original. I had not seen it until you showed it to me, and it became something that I very much enjoyed, and actually has one of my favorite quotes of all time, from a movie. Don't, and I should remember it if it's one of my favorites. Don't frighten me or don't threaten me. You don't know how.
Yeah.
Or don't try to scare me. You don't know how. Great quote. If we're talking about any of these remakes that does not capture the tone of the original, this is the prime example, right? The others maybe also, but this, so much more than anyone that I can think of on my list, does not capture the tone of the original, the intent, nothing about the original. Cannot even touch it in any way. It's missing the whole meaning of it, right? Turn something that actually had something to say, a sports movie that actually has something to say. And I mean, to call it a sports movie ain't really fair, but change it into something that is just completely unrecognizable.
And let's start with the beginning. The beginning of Rollerball, the original, we're being shown the world. We're already watching a game. The beginning of Rollerball Remake, which stars top-notch actors like LL Cool J and Chris Klein,
No, Rebecca Romaine.
and of course Jean Reno, who was the Godzilla.
Yeah, okay, thank you, yeah.
We have Chris Klein doing that weird, like body surfing down hills on a cart thing, showing us how he's a daredevil bad boy, and getting selected to join Rollerball. Did we need that in the original? No.
No.
In the original, we get James Caan, right?
James Caan doesn't need to show you that he's a badass.
Already an established veteran.
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't need to show us. He's got the presence.
You just know he's a badass because of his presence, yes.
And like he was saying, the message of the original talking about a lot of different things, all of it's absent. It changes it to this is a corrupt sport league being run by more or less criminal elements. And it's about the story of a couple players rather than a society, which is what the original Rollerball was more or less about. Trying to escape the clutches of this evil organization. This mafia group, more or less. They do the weird quick cut edits in the Rollerball segments. Whereas in the original, they showed it like it's an actual sporting event rather than some type of quick action segment or action scene, right? So it's kind of like, why did they think that these people playing a sport should be shown like it's a John Wick action flick with the editing?
And they also take that really cool sport that was made for the movie, right?
Yeah. Where the
it's
actors
not a
in the
comp-
original,
it's not a-
the actors enjoyed that sport so much they would play it whenever they weren't recording. They actually made up the rules for it.
It's not a complicated sport,
No.
but it's fun to watch, and it looks like something you might actually want to play, right?
Yeah.
And they do a whole bunch of weird stuff with it. Like, they made it way more complicated than it needed to be because it was a fun sport that they made. Like, there's like weird like tunnel things, or I don't know, I can't even describe it correctly, but
you know,
they overcomplicated a really simple sport that was cool to watch.
But we can't forget the best part of the movie. Whoever thought it was a great idea to do an entire segment in night vision.
Yes.
In the remake, there is an entire... It goes on for way too long. 20 minutes maybe? 30 minutes almost, it feels like.
I can be accused accurately, I will admit it. Sometimes I do it on purpose. Sometimes I do it on accident. Of being hyperbolic with some things, right? You know, and describing things. This is literally, I think, one of the worst parts of any movie I've ever seen. Ever. This night vision segment that just, even for such a bad movie, comes out of nowhere and seems just really weird and stupid design choice. It's mind-boggling. It boggles my mind. My mind was boggled, literally.
He got boggle-minded. It happens.
Oh, you can go up on all.
James Caan, in the original, it was about a man against an entire system. In the unique position where he actually had ended up with more power to rival the system. Rollerball Remake was about a band of players trying to
See what I'm
save the
trying to
mafia.
do here?
Yeah, I see what you're trying to do.
It keeps falling off. I mean, it's not that big a deal. I don't even know what that does, but it's a secret or something. I picked some up before.
Looks like it gives you max. It boosts your health up higher.
Yeah, I'll be okay.
But yeah, Rollerball. That definitely did make my list. I was just saving it for last because I figured it would be on yours.
I was gonna save it for last, but it's not the last on my list, so I just got to it. How did we
It's
get to that?
worth watching just so you can see how bad it is. That we're
Yes.
As
Agreed.
I hate Magnificent Seven more because I love Seven Samurai most. But Rollerball is a worse movie than, I would say, even the remake of Magnificent Seven with Chris Pratt and Denzel Washington. I would say it is a much worse movie. Okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of hoppy puzzle stuff.
This way, I think.
Yes. Follow the
Keep following the red
red
circles.
circles.
Is your screen shaking?
No. I think you had that problem last time too.
Yeah. It's like hopping a little bit, but that's fine. As long as I can shoot all this stuff that's coming. So that's your 10, right?
Yep,
Or
that's
did-
that's my 10.
Alright, let me go ahead and get my last one out of the way. Which is actually a remake of one of my... I'm not a big sports movie fan. Obviously, you know, I was a big sports person for a while. But never a big sports movie fan, but it's a remake of one of my favorite sports movies, The Longest Yard.
That is definitely one that very well could have made my list.
Another one that misses tonally.
Yes. Yes.
The original had an edginess to it, a grittiness to it. I know we're repeating some of the same phrases, but
We like our
I think
roots.
very much so. Yeah, it's again a sanitized version of something that didn't need to be sanitized.
There was an edge to the original that was missing in the remake.
Yeah,
And to be fair, I don't think it was because of Adam Sandler. I think Adam Sandler, tried to play it kind of like the straight man in that movie.
yeah.
I think it was everything else that they were doing with like all the other jokes. The original had the benefit of being made during a time when humor was usually considered something that was along the lines of snark or sarcasm.
Yeah.
The remake with Adam Sandler seemed to be one that came about with the humor that's supposed to be like absurd, like crazy humor.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, isn't that funny? That guy said a funny word, and it's like, that's not what the original was like. So I guess one would argue maybe it was a different type of humor compared to the original.
Yeah, maybe that's part of why some of these don't land as well too. Like you mentioned, the time of when they're made.
And it just doesn't resonate or click with us as much.
Yeah.
And once again, if you do like these movies, I'm not saying you're bad or you're not allowed to like them or anything like that. Just
No, you're terrible for other
yeah,
reasons.
you're terrible for other reasons. Especially you, Ryan Reynolds. $15. You know why? Just pay it up, and I'll stop asking. One of these days you'll respond. Probably not.
Morph into demon 3 times. Okay, whatever.
I guess that's what this is, folks. We are morphing into
If you
demons.
say so, game. Finally found out what this was. Demon morphing. Huh, that's interesting. There was a bad guy on the gate that was closed. I wonder if that would have stopped us from... Nah, I wouldn't have. I don't think. Progressing. Now, speaking of the longest yard, as I really don't have any much more to add to it. I don't know if you did too. But I did not know this, but I do want to mention it because I came across it. I was just looking up stuff to see who was in it and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know shortly around the same time that was remade? I think the remake was in 2005. In 2001, there was a British version that was made called Mean Machine that stars Vinnie Jones and has Jason Statham in it.
Really?
It is an adaptation of the 74 film Longest Yard, but it's a soccer version.
I think you mean to say football.
It does say that in the Wiki
Does it?
article. Featuring association football rather than American football. Which I kind of find interesting, and I kind of want to see, to be honest.
I would watch it. I mean, I don't dislike Jason Statham. He's done some good movies I like.
Yeah.
I just think the ones that most people cite as his good movies, I don't think are as good movies.
The ones I told you were entertaining. The Meg ones are, I mean, they're fun to watch. They're giant shark movies. I mean, you watch it for the giant sharks. But they're stupid, but I mean, they're good enough to watch. Yeah. And I think I'd mentioned Spy. I thought you had seen Spy for some reason. He's pretty good. I mean, I don't want to, if you watch it, or in case you're going to watch it, I don't want to spoil it, because he's pretty good in it. It is a Melissa McCarthy movie, but it's entertaining. He basically plays up his type, but he's very, very good.
I'll show you one. I think it's called Homefront. It's pretty good. It has what's that guy from Geeks and Freaks? Green Goblin's kid.
James Franco.
James Franco. He's in it. He plays like a drug lord in a. It's kind of like a Justified kind of setting, right? He's not a drug lord like in an inner city, but he runs like drugs out of he's a drug dealer in a smaller town kind of thing.
Okay. I mean, if you want to save some of the Statham stuff for when I'm home, we can make it a Statham thing.
Yeah, I still got to show you Lock, Stock, and I got to show you Snatch, which are, I think, two of his better movies. But Wrath of Man was pretty good. That's a remake, by the way.
Wrath of Man?
Yeah, it's one that came out a couple of years ago about a armored truck robbery. Jason Statham joins an armored truck company for reasons you find out during the movie. It was a remake, I think, of a French movie. I won't spoil anything more than that. It's a decent movie to watch. Better than that Beekeeper. I didn't like that one.
Yeah, I understand. Was he an actual beekeeper in that movie?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
In that one, it was, if I'm remembering, he plays like I was going to say intergalactic, which would have been cool.
Intergalactic beekeeper.
International special agent that got retired, and whenever they retire, they become beekeepers or something.
Oh, okay.
And he kind of comes back into the fold for personal reasons. Kind of like a John Wick thing. You know, where John Wick's like an assassin that gets back into the business after he's been out of it.
Well, because people were asking if he's back.
Yeah, right. The one, I think I brought that one up to you before with Jason Statham, where he does an American accent that's terrible, but even he acknowledges that, I think. But the movie is kind of neat. It's about like Jet Li goes to different dimensions to kill different versions of himself, and every time one of them dies in a different universe, the remaining Jet Lis become stronger until there's only two.
Okay.
And one's evil and one's good. And in that one, Jason Statham plays a interdimensional police officer who's meant to try and keep these timelines separate, and tracks down inconsistencies and issues amongst them all.
I really want to see that.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
just
why
really weird.
we haven't gotten to it yet, because that really sounds interesting. I don't know why I haven't been hopping around like you. It's so much faster.
Bunny hopping, just one of those nervous, not nervous tics, just one of those habits I have. If I can bunny hop in a game, I'm gonna bunny hop. You put a jump in the game, I'm gonna jump.
Should be bunny hopping in real life.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm 50 years old, so that ain't gonna happen.
Well, there you go, folks. Another top 10 list down. Now let us know some of yours in the comments. And remember, this is the only place on YouTube where you'll get 2 top 10 lists for the price of 1. That is some good value if you ask me.
Oh, these are really big guys. Jeez. Okay.
Guy.
The boss. I am running out of ammo. Every kind of ammo. Running and gunning with whatever I have.
The Gatling gun makes short work of them.
Oh, there's an underneath area. Never mind, you can't. Oh, okay. It's completely dark, but hey.
He's trying to hit you.
Oh,
He's not hitting you though, because I just shot him. He's done.
okay. Good.
He's gone. Now there's other enemies, but they're.
Then I will no longer be hiding.
Oh crap.
Yeah, this is another one of those lists where I kind of, by my own fault, because I don't watch as many movies, so. But it was fun thinking about ones that could fit the criteria, you know?
Yeah. And here's some advice I'd give to folks out there with any top 10 lists. Restriction is
Yeah.
you don't want to be open-ended. It's more fun for you. It's more fun for anyone looking for stuff to restrict and put rules in place.
Makes you, instead of just throwing it together, makes you really think about it, to be honest.
Yeah, these were good lists. The remake ones were good. Learned a lot about remakes I didn't know were remakes, and really have to think about which ones I really didn't like.
Yeah.
I think the ones I didn't like was a harder or easier list to put together than the ones I did like, honestly. Because I was trying to be more. I think what happened is it opened up the realization that, again, it's not even remakes have been done for years, right? Like on my remake list, I did a good one. I put Scarface.
Like Brewster's Millions, that I was not aware and remade that many times.
They've been around forever.
Yeah.
They've been doing it for a long, long time. It can be done well, as we pointed out with our last one, where we pointed out all the ones we did like. But I came to the conclusion that the newer the remakes got, the less I liked it. And I think part of that is because, again, they started to follow like a formula. Whereas before it was kind of like the Wild West of what they do with a remake. You didn't really know how it came out, what they were going to do to make it different. But eventually they just got to a point where it was just, okay, let's just kind of hit these, check off this list, and that should be good enough.
Yeah.
So now let's get into this. I'm going to throw a bit of a surprise on you. 3 remakes you would like to see, and 3 remakes you would not.
Before we get into this,
That's right. You're getting more lists. How's that for a surprise?
I'm gonna go pee.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
I'll be right back.
I just thought about this. I literally did not plan it out. I was just like, you know what? Let's not do a top 10 remake. Well, maybe we could do a top 10 remakes we'd like to see. Maybe I'll tread that ground. We'll see. Though, to be fair, see, the problem is I'm not a big fan of remakes. I would prefer they do something new or original. Inspired by works, right? But, like, a remake? It's like, why would you remake it? Just do a in genre, right? Do it in inspired by. Influenced, you know? Oh, I'll bring that up. Oh, I can just press that button. That's saving my thumb. But yeah, this was a fun list. I am saying these are the top 10 remakes I hate. And I know people say, well, hate's a strong word. You're right, it is. But these are well deserving of all the hatred I have in my bones for these remakes. Whether it's because it was lost potential or just executed poorly. These are the ones that really struck nerves with me. These are the ones I would say, these wasted my time. There's some remakes where I might watch them and I'm like, okay. You know, that was interesting. It was well deserved. It was neat. It was good. Or it was passable. We're just waiting. Unless there's like portal somewhere? Okay, he's right. This does get dark in here. Yeah, I do like this Colosseum, though. You know what this reminds me of? I think this came out after Jericho. A game I've cited before as being a fun game, if extremely flawed and rough around the edges. Ah, I see where we're supposed to go now. I remember there was like a Colosseum in here. The original, in Jericho. Are you not entertained? Is that no? It doesn't. Kind of falls off. I should probably use this more. I got max ammo for it, I think. But yeah, I'll be right back real quick. Check on the cat. So if he asks, let him know that's where I went to go. I'm gonna go check on the cat. Alright, sorry, back. And let me guess, he's still gone. Yeah. Looks like you're stuck with me.
Alright, you there?
Yeah.
Alright, so the easier of the two, I think, and yes, I did at the P, but I did use this time to think of movies. I think the easier of the two is the ones I don't want to see remade.
Okay.
And the temptation is there to do, just pick three off my favorite list, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say you could save these for top 10 lists if you wanted, but I figured
No, this is
just do it impulsively and just do three,
Yeah.
right? Like a mini list.
Daniel, here.
So the three I would say no to.
Alive.
Quickly.
Um,
Be here soon. We have no time. We need to run.
And only one, I think
know what you were trying to
only
tell
one
me.
is on my top 10 favorite. I can't remember what the second one is, but
I got
Jaws.
those souls.
Absolutely not.
And for the first time, I feel I can really leave this nightmare.
With as much problem as all these remakes have of matching tones of the original, I don't see any way anyone could ever match the tone, the atmosphere of what is my favorite movie. So absolutely not. Jaws would be one. The second would be, and just because I think the genre
6,000
is tough enough to remake,
is still
but-
not 7 legions.
and also the tone and atmosphere, blah blah blah, all the stuff we've argued before. But Airplane,
Don't tempt me.
couldn't remake Airplane. It would not be the same. Just
Time.
the comedy at the time, the
What? She's not.
I think those comedies in particular, the spoof comedies are even harder, I think.
Do it. No
Um,
way, motherfucker. You can.
Daniel.
And the third is actually one I watched recently, and I actually watched it twice in a row
I have
because
nothing to
it's on the
lose.
shorter
I've
side.
been here since
But
the
I was
beginning
just
of
loving
time.
watching it because it had been so long since I'd seen it, and you gifted the copy to me, The Secret of Nim.
If, thanks to my soul, you can get to your beloved, then take it.
That animation is just so damn
Do
beautiful.
it.
This.
You don't want a live
And that-
action Secret of
Melodrama.
I wasn't even thinking live action, but that's a good point. Definitely not. Not animated, not live action, nothing.
Idiot.
God, that is such a beautiful movie. And actually, if you look at, I was going to bring this up to you separately, but since we're talking about that movie, it hit me that looking at the list of in the credits when the credits were rolling, like if you look at the list of animators compared to any major blockbuster movie with a bunch of CGI these days, like how so few animators actually worked on it. Whereas if you see like a big blockbuster, it's gonna have like multiple pages in the credits of not to knock the CGI people that make these things. Am I making sense? I'm kind of rambling about it, but like the number of people it took to make such a magical animated movie compared to the number of people it takes these days to make, you know, whatever's being made. Anyway, those are my three. Jaws, not to be remade. Jaws, Airplane, Secret of Nim. I don't know if you wanted to go or...
No. Sorry, I'm just shooting this guy with these because apparently slowing down time destroyed him. If that was the last
I will.
boss, in my word.
Yeah.
Stay
That's
tuned
kind of
next
an
time
easy-
for my top 3 remakes that I would not like to see. I know it seems like I'm cheating to give me some more time, but I'm trying to use it as like a hook to bait them in. Regardless of what our topic next time is, I don't think we have anything set in stone. I think we'll go back
No,
to random.
no. Yeah, that should be fun. I mean, Lord knows, probably got a lot of them still
We do.
to go
We have
through.
like 40 left. We've already got like 80 that we've done.
Well, we killed the Grim Reaper.
Okay. I think that was the last boss.
Yeah, I think so too.
Which means we'll be jumping in the Ryan's Ring review system here shortly. Oh, that's what was up with the hospital bed, huh? What, he was in a coma?
Oh, okay. It was all a dream.
Back to the living, Daniel.
Catherine?
I wish I was her.
I killed him. I killed
Still
all
don't
of
know
them.
who she is, but
Let
hey.
me die for once or leave me
Yeah,
alone.
that's
You
kind of the
can't
thing
kill
jumping into the
death.
series.
You just
where
sent
we
him
did.
back. He has 7 legions of souls now, and he will set free his brothers to bring apocalypse to Earth.
War, pestilence, famine, death, Judgment Day?
We can stop this, but it's the real world, and you don't have any
Oh,
demonic
man.
powers at hand here.
4 bad guys instead of 1. No powers. My body is a mess. Seems like you picked the wrong man to do the job this
That's
time.
why you're just a sidekick now.
A sidekick?
Okay. That's kind of interesting.
Now, yeah. I mean, it was interesting before, but now it got real interesting.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay. Kind of curious where that was going.
I would. If that's a game that's after this, I would play that.
Yeah, I
Like
have
co-op,
no idea.
like one person is that demon guy and the other person's just like a regular.
I just know that this one had co-op. I don't know if the others do.
Huh.
So we decided to pick it up and play it. 2 OGs.
Yeah.
All right.
Before you go any, okay, I was about to say my screen was just blank
Okay.
there for a minute. I didn't know if anything. Yeah. Oh.
All right. Well, it looks like there's DLCs, but we'll leave those for y'all to explore because right now we're going to jump into Ryan's Ring Review System. Ryan's Ring Review System is a review system developed by the world's leading third grade elementary students out of Nebraska, working alongside aliens from Venus in an underground Antarctic bunker, where they developed a time machine to travel back in time to learn the ancient mystical arts of alchemy, and then travel to the far-flung future. Learning advanced sciences, they mix those two things together like Reese's Pieces Buttercups to provide you, through me, the best, most objective, awesome, honest, coolest rating system found this side of GamePro. Can't find anywhere else. Past, present, future, timeline, reality, multiverse, only here, no other channel. Ryan's Ring Review System. Uses 3 categories, B, A, and D. Which means the game can be bad, like it's a bad game, you need to stay away from it. Or it's bad to the bone. Why didn't we fight that thing?
Oh yeah.
B stands for boring, A stands for awesome, D stands for dumb. And it uses 2 different criteria. Thumbs up, good. Zangief, Street Fighter 2 the movie, side thumb, okay. Thumbs down, bad. And check marks. Green check mark, good. Gray check mark, okay. Red check mark, bad. Don't go looking for any images on your screen because I don't edit that stuff. It's something for you to picture in your head. Alright, so B stand for boring, A for awesome, D for dumb. Let's start with boring. Was I bored? I think even if I played this solo, I wouldn't be. It's got a heavy metal atmosphere. It's got fun, wave-based, horde mowing down segments. It is basically Monster Closet the game, but it has that dark edge style, that gritty factor that we were talking about with movies that we like. It's here. Mixed with the heavy metal soundtrack and the ability to play it co-op. I didn't find it boring, especially with the variety of weapons that you have. And I felt like even if with certain weapons the guns weren't the most effective for certain enemies, there was always an enemy that would be effective against. So I found that I didn't have to switch, but I wanted to just to kind of mess around. Levels didn't overstay their welcome. There was a nice variety with it. So overall, I didn't stay bored. If, for example, it was just a desert map over and over with big empty spaces with hordes of enemies coming screaming at you, I would probably find it a little more boring. But in this case, no. Whether it was the subways, the carnival, the Coliseum, the graveyard at the beginning, the swamp, the haunted house kind of area, there was enough variety in the levels and enemy concepts and designs that it kept me on my toes and engaged. So, that's 1 thumbs up, 1 green check mark, not bored. Is it awesome? Well, like I said, it's got metal music, it's got metal enemies, it's got really cool looking weapons. It really makes me think of Shadows of the Damned aesthetically as well, with like the skulls and the designs of the demons and monsters, and apparently something about the 4 horsemen that came up at the end. That would have been neat to pursue, but maybe in the DLC or something, I don't know. Never played these games before. But totally awesome, man. I'm there. If you allow me to play basically a metal album cover as a video game, that's an AA plus in my book. So that's 2 thumbs up, 2 green check marks. Last but not least, is it dumb? What's dumb? I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I mean, getting someone into the co-op is not difficult, but you might get a couple hang-ups. I think we may have had a hang-up once or twice at most, but
Yeah.
that's not really dumb because it wasn't like a consistent problem. I'm actually shocked at how well it worked. If the game was longer, I'd probably start saying it got a little dumb, but I feel the game was the right size for the gameplay experience. That I can't think of anything dumb. I don't remember any glitches that ran us into the ground or running into any problems. Contra Pandacore, at least getting that up and running. Yeah, I can't think of anything dumb. So, because we're good demonic boys and girls that have apparently tentacles, wings, or other appendages, we can give it 3 thumbs up and a 3rd green check mark. Green check mark. Final verdict. Was it boring? No. Painkiller, whatever this one was called again. Painkiller something. Not boring.
Hell and Damnation.
Hell and Damnation. Thank you. Was not boring, so that's 1 thumbs up, 1 green check mark. Is it awesome? Yes, it is awesome. 2 thumbs up, 2 green check marks. Last but not least, Painkiller, Hell and Damnation. Was it dumb? No, it was not. 3 thumbs up, 3 green check marks. I paid $1.99 for 1 copy of this game. 2 copies will set you back less than $5. So you buy it for a buddy. You guys can have a good, weekend of playing this game together, without even touching the DLC or any of the challenges or multiplayer, which I'm assuming is going to be like a arena-based shooter. Excuse me. I can see a lot of value here if we want to pursue it further, but we just wanted to go through the main campaign, just get our toes wet because we were both unfamiliar with it. Highly recommend it. Get it on a sale. Obviously, I always recommend games on sale. You could spend $1.99 on worse games, by far.
Yep.
Really fun game. Had a blast. Great job, developers. All right, 3 thumbs up. Highly recommend it. Your turn.
Yep, and very entertained. I would also recommend it, especially at this insanely good price. It was, just to echo a lot of what you said, it was the perfect length. The weapons were fun. There was variety in the weapons. There's varieties in the level. There were enough variety in the enemies. I mean, it wasn't, the biggest variety, but it was good enough. Fun gameplay loop, pretty much. It was what I wanted Serious Sam to be.
Yeah.
And I think you even touched on it. We didn't even, there's a lot of replay. There's good amount of replay in it because there's a lot of stuff we didn't find, like secrets and all that, and everything, right. Relics and like different stuff you could do, and there's obviously plenty of DLC, which I'm sure is also not expensive. So, would I have played this solo? No, but this is a great co-op game to pick up with someone if you just want to, chill, mow down some enemies, and have some fun. So, highly recommended. Yeah. This was a good one.
That said, folks, the top 10 list that we did this time was top 10 worst, most terrible movie remakes that I utterly hate. In my top 10 were Child's Play, Nightmare on Elm Street, The Fog, Guess Who, Karate Kid, both of the Magnificent Sevens. They're terrible. The Old Dark House, Red Dawn, RoboCop, and, not to be outdone, the illustrious, the infamous Rollerball.
And mine were The Fog, Total Recall, Rollerball, Planet of the Apes, Godzilla 98, Nightmare on Elm Street, Amityville Horror, Conan, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and The Longest Yard.
There you go, folks. Once again, the only place on YouTube where you will get 2 top 10 lists for the price of 1 video here at YouTube's Best Kept Secret, 97.638792. Thanks for joining us. To my subscribers, y'all stay awesome and you have an amazing day. Or if you prefer stay amazing, have an awesome day. Drive by Rubneck Computers. Catch you later. Until then, y'all have a good morning, a good afternoon, and make sure you have yourselves a very painkiller-free, well, you should probably pick up Painkiller, night.
Yeah. Good night, everyone.